G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a bit of a different NBA video to bring with you guys. A video that I've kind of been, inspired by a lot of recent talk and news around Isaiah Thomas saying that he is really ready for an NBA comeback and he really wants to play for a new NBA team. So I'm going to be, kind of making this video discussing my thoughts and opinions on whether or not the Golden State Warriors should actually go and potentially try and sign Isaiah Thomas. Now, again, the reason I am inspired by this is because there have been a couple Golden State fans, I believe, that have been asking me whether or not the Warriors should sign Isaiah Thomas or should they just potentially leave him be. I believe, maybe even less than a year ago now at this point, but I think there was some news saying that the Golden State Warriors are interested in Isaiah Thomas, but that was so long ago now. I don't really think there's any point to make a video too much talking about that, as that's probably old news, and who really knows if the Warriors are even interested in him at this stage. But I still have a sneaky suspicion that they might potentially give him a look, so that's why I'm kind of going over right now, discussing with you guys maybe some good reasons on why they should sign him, and of course the negatives on why they potentially shouldn't sign him to the team. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So obviously Isaiah Thomas has been really looking for a team for quite a while now at this point. He's been really struggling getting on a team, but he has actually said that he believes he has gotten to be as good as what he potentially was in his 2017 season, where he obviously finished, I believe it was third in the MVP voting or something like that. He actually believes that he has, gotten back to to that pace and is as good as what he potentially previously was. Look, I disagree. I think that Isaiah it being that good is probably something that will most likely never ever happen again. I know it's kind of sad to say, but he's had so many injuries now and unlucky stuff go on with him that I just don't think it's going to potentially happen anytime soon at all. But then, when it of course comes to the Golden State Warriors, they are in desperate need of filling out that 10th to 15th man on the bench. They've gotten rid of a couple players, but they've also, signed other players like Brad Wanamaker and I believe a couple other here and there as well. So they are kind of, really building that bench. I'm not too sure though if Isaiah Thomas would be the best player to go out and get. I honestly don't really see too many negatives of them signing him to be a potential 15th man or something like that. But as of this, I really can't see Isaiah Thomas probably getting into the rotation really at all. I just don't really know if that's going to happen. I feel like there are a couple players, in front of him. Of course, Steph Curry is definitely in front of him, right now. Brad Wanamaker is in front of him. Draymond Green, who definitely always gets minutes, is like that point forward type of player. He's in front of him. So that's like three, point guard / point forwards that will be definitely in front of Isaiah Thomas when it comes to the minutes. But what I can see of, maybe signing Isaiah Thomas is that who knows how healthy Steph Curry is going to be. He had a lot of injuries in the previous season and has had injuries over the course of his career. So let's just say, again, if Steph Curry does potentially get injured, which could be a possibility. For example, Brad Wanamaker, let's just say Curry did get injured, I would assume Wanamaker would start and get that 30 minutes per game. But other than that, they won't really have that second, point guard getting the minutes off the bench. So that's why I kind of feel like, bringing Isaiah Thomas in to be that 15th man would kind of be an interesting idea and something they should definitely look at. Again, there are just a lot of issues attached to it. For example, let's just say Steph Curry does get injured again. You're pretty much replacing an injured player with another injured player because, let's be honest here, Isaiah Thomas has had so many injuries in the recent time that I just don't know how he would actually potentially go, with the team. Again, he's had injuries. His lack of defense is a really big concern. Of course, it's not really his fault. He's, pretty short for league standards. So, again, it's not exactly his fault at all. He can't really get better at defense. This is not something he can really do, nor develop in, So, I feel like, he is definitely a defensive liability. But if you can put him on the team with a, nice defensive outfit of Andrew Wiggins, Kelly Oubre, Brad Wanamaker, Draymond Green, James Wiseman, etc., then look, his defensive issues might not exactly be the most thing to worry about. But I feel like, he's a player that relies on his center to be a very good defender to kind of, come up and kind of guard the point guards or whatever that might brush past Isaiah Thomas, or might, you know, be able to defeat him because he's too short or whatever. For example, a Ben Simmons who is much taller than he is, if they get switched onto each other or something like that, it's probably not going to be a good idea. You know, and again, James Wiseman, who is a very young center, I just don't know if he'll have the capability to, you know, to continuously switch and try and guard Isaiah Thomas's man if he does, you know, blow past him or whatever, or again, whatever it may be. So I feel like that is a little bit of an issue for Isaiah Thomas. I feel like if the Golden State Warriors maybe had more of an experienced center, like a Serge Ibaka type of player that could, you know, make up for that defensive issues, that would be an alright idea. But of course, right now at this stage, James Wiseman is still going to be a very young player. I even feel like Draymond Green might get a couple minutes here at, you know, here and there at center. You've also got Kevon Looney, who will also get center minutes, which I just don't know how he's going to go and if he can stay off the injuries. And of course, you know, Marquise Chris, who also played starting center last season, I definitely feel like could get some minutes at center here and there as well. So again, this is going to be very interesting to kind of see if the Golden State Warriors will look to sign Isaiah Thomas. Again, they were interested in him, but that was about less than a year ago now at this point. I'd say maybe 9 months ago or something like that. So again, who knows, they might be interested and might give him a look. I just don't know if they will still remain interested as much as what some people are currently saying right now. But you know, the end result and the end question / answer is, should the Golden State Warriors obviously sign Isaiah Thomas? I'm going to say most likely not, but honestly, I can't really see the harm of them signing him as like a 15th man, because again, there are a couple players on the Warriors team and, you know, in the Warriors outfit right now that I still feel like Isaiah Thomas could definitely be better than. And I feel like, yeah, Thomas is still underrated, and if he's saying he's got back it up to that, you know, MVP form, which is probably not going to be true, but again, if he could maybe average you 10 to 15 points off the bench or something like that, if he can get up to the 25 minutes or 20 minutes per game, he can definitely be a scoring machine, and we see him be very efficient sometimes. It's just the lack of defense that is the concern for me, and I think for the Golden State Warriors as well. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for all the latest NBA news and NBA content. Of course, don't forget to comment in the comment section down below and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, again, comment in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts and opinions on this? Should the Golden State Warriors go out and sign Isaiah Thomas? Should they not? Again, I definitely would really like to know all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. But of course, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/vlogging channels if you haven't seen them already. Of course, links for them will all be in the description down below. But as I was saying, to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.